National TV akel LEMB ANGEYA kutagalu mission kasabusiel mabinu sawa busiel kubanching mapodwa shidele mazongo wile madongo binu Jutela imadi ukwayo juku mash I district makesha Councillors nipa kwa shuda wiwi juponji pike tu shuli tenge patugu Jukwayo bedi wankeo ni kwa ikush Tinshin kasabusiel ya shell pa di miraparario oru elif ario kupirario ya ngwen nyinga teka shindu atfansi la mazo binu kumai Jutela I district miyumbe moyu man obongi ukwayo juku machi district enigi piniketu tishuwot maber man district enigi dongi lembenu weshire irombo mushoko Jutela mi district ade keni mubedu I district mimoyo okumu Dominic utie kwa lembe mazo Jutela district mimoyo kudobongi ukwayo juket mash I otish matung I district ario esha pinikethu tish uwothi man kabedu ne udongi piena duegi nyutunia juterungo mash I district mirobongi mani theng kabedu moku mi district mimoyo podi mash utundungo mudwaku dongo pakabedu enigi ingeye Honorable Asusi JB Sam mute jarakeo manenu lemble mi otish I district mimoyo uwe Shupol pa otish I district mimoyo upe kumash madwa kutish tek man kethu dongo paka bedu migi dok ngeye magi kwayo government ni nenu niya gitiyu iwi peku eni.
Electricity extension is very vital and this is going to cause change in the community, especially in the areas of value addition. We have 10 administrative units, sub-county and town councils in the district. Not all sub-counties are connected to the national grid. And yet in Imoyo we have depots of gold, we have things like lime, we have plenty of fruits. When we are talking about value addition, we need this type of power.
Honorable Anyama Williams muteja we komota Bishpi district mimoyo uweshu kawon giparu niya gishopu kubukin giku government enyinedi ikumkite miketu jukel mash I district miyumbe nishidi moyo mani tundu iubongi piniketu tishu dakyo niluak danu mikabedu enigi man kabedu neudongi.
The next thing now we are fighting for is to ensure the power line that runs from Yumbe, from Arua to Yumbe to Moyo is also switched on, because our section has not yet been switched on the Karuma power. That is now what we are following up. The next thing after that is intensifying our efforts to follow up on matters of power distribution to sub-counties without electricity. Connecting all government secondary schools, connecting health center 3 facilities, connecting other government institutions is now one of the things that we have. We have not been sleeping over this matter.
Honorable Dr. Boka Didi George Mutie Jawangdano P District Miobongi Otmokushik Uweshu Pikari Malaysian Mash Ubedu I West Nile Remishak Rema Jukubu Mash I West Nile Unwang Renya Government Emi Uganda Ubishikelu Mash I District Enigi Mane Kwayo Luakdano Mikabedu Eni Kuyo Kumgi PN Jibeshitiyu Iwi Lembene Manuketu Kabedu Migudongu.
In that we had a big problem of electricity in West Nile. In August, His Excellency the President was here in Nebi and officially commissioned the connection of West Nile to the national grid. So what is now required is the evacuation and distribution of the bulk power in Nebi and in Arua city to cover all 13 local authorities in West Nile. What has become of concern is at one moment we are crying about power not reaching us. Now government is asking us 3 months down the road, how many factories have you connected to this power? None. So the challenge for us now as leaders is to mobilize our people to use the electricity that has been extended to West Nile to Madisa region.
Idui mirapora mi oruma eni jadit jawingom ukubumash mu ai karuma ni bini West Nile raunwangre ni a district matundu aparadek West Nile podi mashu tunungoi igi kumadi sub-region mutia shell mikingi kashindot fancy okum Dominic West Nile TV LEMB ANGEYA. LEMB ANGEYA mo ay bang kum Dominic councillors mpakwacho dai wijuponji piketu shul itenge patugu iwiawia sukuru manwangre ni a government emi Uganda be shul pe yob makumeni yobeni beketu kwote kazil neni juponji manjuru nyodo mupe kusente muramo wanwang lembe bang Alfred Jawok.
Jo district councillors mi pakwach district gitie kodeng chwin iwi lembe mawiju wijuponji obeketo kode sende masegi nia wia kwan itenge mituku jotala paskuru menne gibeka keto chol mi wia mo ya kujuru nyodo mapol gibetago nenwangu sente eni kadok nango keru pajuru nyodo pini nwangu sente jo councillors gebe mito awia nwang ponjer mi manano isawa mi rombo pa council meeting muberi pa kwach district boardroom Honorable Edward Pachoto mute district councillor pi wadla Sam County wachania ya jotala paskuru ginyuto pe cholo pin Miselingel Fabich mautie ngo shall kodwal michek pa government
UPE for the learners who are in primary. But you will find that these learners are being charged to pay what is called sport fee, and yet the government is also paying for them as well as the parents. I want to ask the chairperson committee production, what social service, what comments and conditions you have put for the school, or you have charged school not to make these parents to pay twice, because government is paying on their behalf as well as them. It's like cheating. So my recommendation, we go by one. If government is paying, let the little money parents are paying, shouldn't be there.
Guillaume Walter mutija wikompa social services committee wachia etembo ni wecho kujotala paskuru mainige megonyu igi peko mnango sende majori nyude bekado kodi ie ento gikwero kawinju skuru eno gijaya su kaniketo shol maeni magi wachine nyatin kwan mcholungo ubitukungo iskuru.
There is a certain percentage which caters for sport, which is 20% every time. That is the reason why the committee came up with that recommendation that teachers should no longer demand for extra payment for sport activities. Because last time, one of the members said that it has been agreed in the AGM meeting. But I attended one of the AGM meetings on 12 November 2024. The person who represented DO stated it clearly that day that the district education committee are the one who came up with that payment, and it was approved by CAO.
Igam dolembe ma eni Honorable Dina Namugaya muti karane madit manele social services pakwa district e wachnia ya gikwa jiwi skuru eni ya gijwe kwel chol ma enu.
That you had a pass, you sit down, you write a report. If you sit down with those stakeholders and you find out, dig out what is the problem, then you write a report to the CAO, chairperson LOC 5, then copy also to the DCDO on those kind of issues. Then the issue will be rectified. Even me, I'm requesting that let me receive a copy for easy follow-up.
Kadok bende nyang nia ya shol makaboni ne etiedit anzelo ne ni pasha magebetago ni nwangu sente maini nyutu nia ya mako gitin yore moko makoya pini daru lembe maini wekara jiru nyodo awia migiso maber. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, LEMB ANGEYA.
Washni Alfred Jawok Pinikelo LEMB ANGEYA jukwayo lwak dhano mabedi wankeo pang'om mi Uganda ku Sudan mayupiny ni kuo ikush mani jigu luoru jeni iyukuo anzilo ne omo piene shaketu government enwangwo musoru mandwa kudongo pakabedu ingeye wanwang lembe bango kum Dominic winjiri manoki wanke udwa kudongo pakabedi ngeye man kush bedu pe ikin lwak dhano mabedu iwankeo lembe ni juwe shirombu majushoku mukelu jutela mapol ku lwak dhano mabedu wankeo pa Sudan mayupiny ku Uganda anzilo ne yumbe man district mimoyo majushoku piniweshi kumpeko malwak dhano eni bekadhi iye man kite midaro peku ne Mawerere abe mute manager pa customs Uganda mayumalo uweshu ginwangu peko mapoli wankeo pang'om ario eni mi Sudan mayupiny man Uganda manwangre nya wang mapol dhanu luoru jeni yukuo mashalo umo magam ketu kuloka pa umo wotungo maber man government nwangungo musoru.
Porous borders have really disturbed us as Uganda customs. Because when we have people passing through porous borders, then it means they are missing out on our checks to confirm what is being brought into the country. Sometimes people who use porous borders have hidden dangerous materials like guns and bullets, and they bring them into the country. One of the RDCs mentioned about people who go to the camp and they kill their friends and run back to South Sudan. Those people definitely don't use the customs border. They pass through those porous borders. And also we have struggled with the issue of fuel which transits through to South Sudan and then it is brought back. That fuel most times has not paid the requisite taxes in our country, and because of the difference in the tax regimes, the tax regime in South Sudan is a bit lower than the one of Uganda. So when that fuel is brought back here, it can be sold at a much lower price than the one being sold at our petrol stations. Remember, these petrol stations are providing employment to our people. Those are business people who are already paying income tax to URA. So the smugglers are disadvantaging them and they may push them out of work. Therefore, we shall lose taxes and we shall also lose employment.
Sekamo Julian Muteja wang jawingom pi district mimoyo uweshu dhano mikaberu esha uteku wanga yo mirukuo magitiu kudu regi gamgi ketu ugwo kush ni shungu kama kumesha pini nenu nya gijigu kesi paluoru jeni iyukuo mawang mapol dhano mi Uganda shigamu isudan mayupiny manangi shulungo kudu musoru.
Because of challenge of the border not being clearly demarcated, we have the challenge of in and out movements through ungazetted border points. What we do is intensifying the deployment using our security forces, that is UPDF. It's mandated to protect our borderlines, but also continuously engaging our counterparts in Kajokeji, because this smuggling and illegal movements also affect them as much as they affect us. So we need to synchronize our approaches so that we can deal with the problem from home and across.
Honorable Asiku Kasim Muteja raweshu I district miyumbe ukwayo government mingomario eni ni winjiri ikingi mani tiu karashelu pini jigu karo man winjiri manno kikin luak dhano mabedi wankeo pang'om ario eni.
So my key recommendation is that as we have resolved on some of those issues being discussed at our level, the two countries of South Sudan and even the Republic of Uganda, the heads of state, at a later time must also now discuss at their level to ensure that the demarcation of the border points and the boundary between the people of South Sudan and now Uganda should be resolved. If the demarcation of the international boundary will be undertaken by the two countries, I am quite sure some of the challenges we are experiencing here will finally get resolved.
Oluport Lazarus, mutie Senior Regional Integration Officer, unyuthu kamaleng lembe muketu gishia kukudurombo eni mukelo jutela mapol. Man luak dhanu mikabedu esha, piniketu gidar peku majukadhi iye mantish uwot maber kindhanu mikabedu esha.
Purposely to see as a country how can we elevate the challenges that have been causing community conflicts, especially at communities and districts bordering Uganda and South Sudan. So the major objective is to understand the underlying factors that are fueling these conflicts, and that's why we cause the stakeholder engagement, specifically colleagues and ministries, departments and agencies that are in the security and peace sector.
Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Kashindwat Fancy Okumu Dominic, West Nile TV, LEMB ANGEYA. Watunda jikipa LEMB ANGEYA miyenga mayen mabini shenkasya shell ndet shenkasa busiel sawa busiel kubangsheng adwa kufoshiri ngati miteka na West Nile TV nyenga teka Kashindwat Fancy imedirika na West Nile TV kuyuma pol mubini wengi Shallow Street Talk, Wiso Time, Movie Time, Nile Cast, Man Real Talk mabinu sawario ameruthini dogiri maber.